92Q Jams, the most hip-hop and R&B rap attack in your area right now. Super DJ Big L, myself, Raw Mad Flavor. If you a hip-hop, this is your show. If you're a T.I. fan, this is definitely your show. We are sitting down with the King of the South live from Atlanta. Now, I know we don't got a lot of time, so let's just jump right into it. And I know a lot of your fans want to know why, after all your success, everything that you've been through, you know what I'm saying, to being the King of the South, you know, doing your thing real heavy, why would you get yourself mixed up or put yourself in the position that you're in right now?
I guess the answer to that question would be, I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not without flaw. You know, I have my imperfections. And at that time in my life, you know, I have been no stranger to adversity or I guess you could say dangerous situations. And you know, it did put a certain level of questionable concern there.
Okay, all right.
And you know, that did, in a lot of ways, alter my judgment. It did cause me to make decisions I may not have, under normal circumstances, have made. That is in no way, you know, a way to excuse my actions, you know.
Right, I feel you.
Very poor judgment, unbelievably dumb, for lack of a better word. But, you know, I mean, you know, I'm blessed to still be here and be able to move forward, put it behind me. And, you know, my mistakes ain't gonna dictate the man I am. How I recover from my mistakes is what's gonna dictate the man I am.
All right, cool. I mean, but what was the situation? Was somebody after you? Were you fearful for your life? What was it? I mean, what was the issue?
That's the thing about becoming successful on top. You know, the guy who has it all.
Right.
You know, I guess when women see sex symbol,
right.
Men see, some men see target. He got it now.
Right.
So, you know, instead of me having to work hard and get it how he get it, let me try and run up on him somewhere. And, you know, and that threw red flags up for me.
Right.
Sometimes I'd be at the red light, you know, minding my business. You know, I ain't never been the type of guy who have all kinds of security around.
Right.
You know, I'm a real guy. And, you know, I be at the red light and fans may pull up on me, roll their window down, and I'm like, whoa, who is this?
Right.
Till the window roll down, I don't know what they want. You know what I'm saying? Now, afterwards, I see, they just fans.
Right.
They just wanted to say hi. But, you know, there was that brief 2-3 second interval of the window rolling down where I had to question their intentions were good or bad, you know? And, you know, these things, you know, I'm not trying to excuse my behavior.
Right.
I'm just trying to, in some ways, explain.
Okay, I feel you. Now, what would you say to the kids that look up to you? Not just the kids in Baltimore, but the kids around the country that look up to you about the situation you put yourself in. What would you say to them?
Walk in faith. You know, instead of walking with weapons, walk in faith. I mean, because I don't think that I could have been in worse situations than I've been in as far as danger is concerned. And, you know, there were several times that I was in dangerous situations. I didn't have a weapon, and I still, you know, was blessed to walk away from it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, if God got a plan for you, you know, ain't nothing, no gun, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Sometimes, man, when you living in this world and you moving so fast, you lose sight of that.
Right.
You don't take that into as much consideration as you should.
Right. Now, going through the experience that you went through, what are some of the things you feel like T.I. needs to work on this?
I mean, you know, I have the same problems, I guess, you know, a normal person would have, a regular, you know, anyone else would have. I'm still impatient to a certain degree. I still want things to happen the way I want them to happen. I still have to, sometimes my priorities are jaded, especially when it comes to business. you know, sometimes I have to put my business put my business in the back seat in order to deal with some of my personal, my family-oriented things.
Okay. All right. It's Rap Attack. We getting it in with my man T.I. If it's one thing that you had to say you learned from this experience, what would you say it was? What was that one thing that you learned, or what have you learned from this situation?
The most important thing. That God could get you through anything.
Okay.
You know, ain't no problem too major. Ain't no mistake too great.
Right.
That you can't be brought out of it by God.
All right. Yeah.
I don't want to scare nobody. I don't want to get too religious.
Nah, you ain't doing that. Go ahead, speak on it.
Nah, but that's serious, man. That's what I learned, dog. I learned, you know, if you believe that, if you got that faith, if you believe you're gonna be all right,
right,
you're gonna be all right.
Right, definitely. So what brought you to that point? What got you to that point that you believe that God was going to bring T.I. through this? What got you to that point?
I have to say it was when I was still, you know, when I was still inside, incarcerated, before my bond was granted. I think it was the first time after my bond was denied. I think I had to wait like 8 days or 10 days before I went back. And in that period of time, you know, I thought, I was like, man, it's a wrap. And then, you know, one night, I just, you know, some just said, nah, and I ain't brought you this far just to drop you off right here. That ain't how I roll, you know. Now, I understand that you've exercised extremely poor judgment, and you may not have had your priorities in order, and you may not have, you know, done what others would consider, or what I may even consider, the right thing. But you still my child. You still my folk, and I'm gonna get you through this. Just make sure once I get you through this, you stay out of this kind of, stay out of these kinds of situations.
Yeah.